I have to always type that crap up. Oops, wrong. Okay, wrong computer. Oops. No, 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 no. What am I? All right. Okay. I think that's self-evident. I put that there, yeah. All right. Okay. All right. All right. So, uh, uh, my tiny little head. This is years ago. I was talking. It's okay. I can talk about this. I was on, as some people may know, I have my own OnlyFans, and I closed most of that down. But sometimes I talk with the adult stars on there and stuff like that. And so I remember talking with Lena Paul, and she asked me if I was a cuck. Of course, I said no because now the definitions vary, but it's very simple. But I could be very stupid and retarded sometimes. All right, and I wanted to go over this video and stuff like that. And if anything with me and adult stars and stuff like that, let me tell you, I mean, the thing is, I have my own relationships, which I don't really want one that much. And I have done also erotic writing and stuff like that on my OnlyFans. I've done some pornographic stuff as well. As it says, my stream 18 plus only, so I definitely don't want kids in here. Let's get this out of. But there's a lot of stuff going on, and as much I want to do some of the news, and I want to also maybe do some games as well. But I thought this would be something to look at because, and I've told some, adult performers and stuff like that I've known over years. Thing is, it's like doing stories is how we get together, me and some of them. They've read some of my stories. We hook up, do things that way and stuff like that. I'm not looking for a relationship. They're not exactly looking for that. Anyways, so with Lena, she just, asked, "Hey, are you a cuck?" And of course, my answer is no. And I mean, let's get to this video. This is Crucial Explainer. Explainer. What does cuck mean? This could be a funny one as well. It's some serious stuff because I do not like to have everything so serious all the time, and sometimes I just want to go in my own cave and be away from society sometimes. But I need to work as well and everything. We all have to work. Let's go from the Majority Report with Sam Cedar, or Setter. This was 8 years ago. So it shows that the whole world how behind I am. And this one time, I was talking with Lena Paul on my OnlyFans and stuff like that. This was years ago as well. If she ever watches this part, I hope she gets a laugh out of it because she likes joking around as well. Very beautiful woman and stuff. She just had her baby a few months ago and stuff. So let's dive into this, everybody. All right. Please leave a like. Tell me what you think. Tell me how stupid I could be sometimes, but anyways, within reason. What else did I just start? Let me see. I need to actually, before I do that, not that one. This one here. I need to re-edit because I had something happen in my apartment complex. Let me see where. If I could put it here. Because I need that in. Now let's go back here. I want to make sure everything's in place. And I'll say, fuck, like, you fucking idiot. Why did you edit that just right? Got this. I got wires that are going to choke me. These things will one day be the death of me if something else is. It's the ATF or something, the FBI comes in and shoots me. But anyways, let's get into this Crucial Explainer. What does the cuck mean? From the Majority Report with Sam Center. Hey, how you doing? Yes. Let's go back. Yes. Yes. GQ. Why make it? It's not about race. It's not. Jesus Christ. We need to do something about feminism and this feminist rights. Oh God, I do this so they'll attack me. I do this so the girls will attack me sometimes I say this bullshit. It's gotten out of hand. They can't do this to us. They can now show their bodies on these fan sites and everything. They got all the power and shit. It's crazy. Oh man. Anyways, sometimes I just do this just to piss people off. Make a joke out of everything. But anyways, let me see. Let's go. Cuckoo! We're all cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs! Let's go back. That's adding insult to injury, man. Somebody goes, it's like a guy going in another family's home. Isn't that what we have in America right now, actually, in these other countries? That's going to another subject matter, but holy shit. Anyway. Yes. This is 8 years ago, but if guy's making all that money like he is, then the woman can actually stay home. She isn't gonna bitch so much about staying home. Or she was. Melania used to be a supermodel, just about all supermodel. This stuff before they got hooked up. But anyways, yes. I always tell my ladies OnlyFans I don't have one if they ask. I say what for. There is a D to be had. I don't have any manhood, so don't worry about it. Of course, then they'll probably say, "What's that video I just saw earlier that you said?" So, here we go. I don't have any virtues, so don't worry about it. I don't have any manhood. It's all racist. The world is racist. I gotta put this disclaimer. I didn't see this video before. So, I mean, maybe I should have, because I know some of the stuff could get into subject matter I don't even want to listen to or care about. Anyways. Yeah, that was royalty back then, way back. I wish. Is this why I only got 282 likes? This was 8 years ago. Maybe I should have warned myself before getting on some of these videos. This is 8 years ago, only 282 likes. Do you get like 60,000 dislikes over this? Do you get 60,000 dislikes? He has 1.64 million subs. Let me see what chat has to say. Do you have a measuring stick? Oh my god. Alright. Fuck this shit. That's it. Oh man. He had to go. Oh my god. And we're ending that. Oh my god. He had to go there. Anyways. So Cuck, okay, means pretty much, I guess, they want is whether you like to just watch or have another guy fuck a woman and stuff like that, instead of you doing it, or whatever, pretty much. And it's like, for me, my stupid little small mind and everything else, why the fuck do I get myself in these dumbass situations? Sometimes I need to watch some stuff, but I'm so far behind on getting different things done and stuff like that, and I want to make some funny and some of the stuff that I do. I don't need this bullshit in here. I don't like it. Just get to the fucking point. Here, you know what I'm gonna do? Let me tell you what I'm gonna do. Let me tell you. Cuck, weak servile male, uses contemptuous term for a man with moderate progressive political views. They never put the right definition for it when it comes to porno. Let's see. Yeah, cuckold by having sexual relationship with his wife, being sexually unfaithful to him. Weak. Effeminate. Why do they use fucking words in English that make no sense? Use English. Let's see. Cuck. Unmanly or inadequate. Lena Paul! Never mind. She sometimes she's done that before though. She does, yeah, joke and stuff like that. That's funny. Because I like to make fun of myself. I do a lot of times, sometimes when this is a problem when you're texting. And I hate about these sites and texting where instead of me sending them videos and them sending me videos, talking and stuff like that, is that this communication, okay, this communication thing, you don't know if they're joking or not. And it's got me in trouble with some of these adult stars. And then with me, it's gone back and forth. So I don't like the texting thing. I don't like, and I'm just talking about just chatting. Okay? I'm not talking about sexting. Alright? So it's like, you know, some stuff is like, if you don't want to get sexual with them, stuff like that, then honestly, she asked me because she's trying to, she tried out, this was years ago. And sometimes we joke around her. I like to joke. A lot of times at my expense, just to make them laugh. And I know with one of Lena's friends, I'm not going to say who, but, you know, I told her it's like, if you don't have a sense of humor, then I don't want to do anything with you, and stuff like that. And you know, it's very important to be with them. It's like with any woman or any guy friend, you know, anybody. If you don't have a sense of humor, then I'm not going to want to be around you. It's just the way that it is. And I do that to break the ice and everything. You know, I like to do that at my expense. You know, or what is to say, you know, that, you know, it's, it is. So, that's just something I like to do for myself. Let's get back over here. Let's get back. But I thought it was funny, some of it, you know, and everything. This was years ago, and I see, like, you know, there's stuff where men are being, or saying that men are becoming cucks to porn, and how they like to watch, that they're just getting into just watching other guys, you know, fuck other women and stuff like that and everything, right? And I think the thing is, it's like a lot of men and women don't want to put all that effort into a relationship that could fail. It takes a lot of time. If you have had relationships, and I've had some, and that they failed, you're not going. You don't want to do that anymore. And you know, just ordinary people I know, and adult stars that I've known over the years, they don't want to put as much effort into that. There's some that do, but so after a while you just get sick of it. But because it takes a lot out of both sides of a relationship, and so going to something like porn or whatever, watching that, it's free. You don't have to put any effort into it. That's for men and women. Alright? It's like you just get off on it, and that safe sex, you don't have to worry about getting an STD. You don't. And so, I mean, you know, you don't have to put effort into anything, so, you know, then you're to be watching adult videos and stuff like that and everything. But let me see here. I wonder whether just I think I'll do some of this first. Let me see. I cannot believe that. I do need to go over some of these videos before I just dive into it. Jesus Christ. He only got 282 likes. Yeah. Sometimes that could be really dumb. Anyways. So, here it is from XBiz. Tallahassee, Florida. This is about age verification, the scam that it is and everything. None of these age verification laws have to do with protecting children whatsoever. It's about eliminating adult video, you know, and stuff like that. Because what it does is that it taxes the person every time they click onto these adult video sites and everything. So every time they click it, it's taxed on these adult video sites. And it racks up millions and millions of dollars for each click. So you're talking about millions of people, or tens of thousands or thousands of people that click on these sites where age verification is. And stuff. And maybe I should get back to this and go to the drones first and stuff like that and get back to this. I think I will. Because it's only 9:30. They're on the East Coast. So I think I will, and I'll get back to this. It's still early in some places. So let's get this is drones, airplanes, or UAPs, how to tell the difference. And everybody, I can pretty much tell very well usually. It's a very rare, you know, it could take some time to know the difference between UFO, which is what I call it, not UAP because it's made up BS. Though it is aerial phenomenon or whatever, so UFO, UAP. They're planets, stars. People need to know the difference between drones and airplanes. People do, so I wanted to go over this video here. Let's go. They have to have those lights, pilot, co-pilot side, the FAA lights. You have to have those other lights right here so they know where to go so they can see in front of them. And these lights, of course, you can see miles, dozens of miles away. And stuff. I mean, the power of those lights, so you can see what's in front of you. And if there's like another place, either a planet or birds or whatever, you can evade them, try to evade them with those spotlights there. So yes. Oh God. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. It doesn't look like a police helicopter. No, it doesn't. Police helicopters have lights. I've done this a lot longer than you have, actually. But he probably is right. It probably has to do with the exposure. It needs to look like more like. This doesn't make sense. It has to be like a lagging type thing with the exposure, where this is probably one object. These two are probably one object or something. This is a different one altogether. Probably a plane. It looks like a plane. It's probably one object. This, yeah, probably a police helicopter. You know, it doesn't look like it. With its spotlight out. I say that the footage of whoever did this, whoever was shooting this, has really bad, you know, bad exposure for feeling stuff. Let's go. Right. Right. Idiots. Yeah. Right. And I thought that that may have been a UFO myself, because different ETs use different types of craft. But if you look at Venus, going out west, looking at Venus, and you're talking about different atmospheric reasons why Venus could look like that, look like it's propulsion that's doing that on a craft. Let's see. Right. Yes. Planet, stars, or right. Yeah, UFO means just that. Unidentified flying objects. You know, so it could be. UAP also has, as much as I hate it, I believe it should be there for unknown aerial phenomenon or atmospheric phenomenon. Atmospheric. Because there's a lot of weird stuff also that happens with the atmosphere, with clouds, storms. I'm talking about clouds that could look like UFOs and are not whatsoever. Then again, ETs could disguise their ships as a cloud. They could do that. They've done it. So, anyways. You can processing elimination. Right. Fast forward. Yeah. No, it's not. Nothing unusual. Fast forward. It's fast forward, so it looks like UFOs, and it's not. It's just usual. You're talking about hundreds of aircraft a day that come and go out of just one of these airports like LAX, New York, Chicago, etc. So, yeah, right. And sometimes planes have to circle around because of other problems with planes being on the tarmac at the airport. They have to stop them on the tarmac for different reasons. So that means some planes have to circle around a few times or whatever. So, right. Slanting lights, yeah. Right. That's a plane. That's a plane. That's a plane. Yeah. Passenger plane. What if some people he's putting out some bullshit here because you have some airline pilots that saw UFOs coming from the ocean, not drones, UFOs. So I gotta call him out his bullshit for that. he's not, I don't care, he is not that much of a professional if he doesn't know the difference. He's not an investigator either if he doesn't know the difference between, these things. I swear to God, so-called investigators. So they piss me off. Especially since I've been around this stuff since I was a kid. Real stuff. But anyways, whether it be drones, UFOs, or etc. Okay? That's what, people, from the military, you got people, airline pilots, all these different people say that there weren't all drones or whatever. And things that were drones went too fast to be drones. Obviously, this is classified stuff that we were using. Okay? It is scam and stuff. So, anyways. I gotta say, well, this is from Business Insider. Okay, I thought it was News Nation. Okay. This is Business. Sometimes it's hard to remember. This is Business Insider. Damn, I hate typing. So it's not just the US and UK, it was over Russia, China, Australia, New Zealand, etc., 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 Iran, okay, Syria, um, lots of, is all over the world this is happening. Not just here in the UK, that's misinformation he's putting out. So I have to. Hey, wait a minute. How do you know that? Was it Orion or was it not? That's not the Orion. That's not. Orion's belt doesn't blink in and out, you dumbass. That was blinking out unless the photography was bad. It could be. But this guy is not an expert. This guy is a liar. Okay, let's go over this again. No, you didn't. It's blinking in and out. Yeah, that is, yeah. That is Orion's belt. Yes. But. Yeah, that's Orion's belt. That's Orion's belt. It could be his video. Right. That's not blinky, it was. Yeah, that was blinking in and out. That's not what stars. I mean, there is some atmospheric stuff where stuff can almost do that, like blink in and out. So maybe, but yeah, stars don't blink like that. The stars are going to be solid there all the time. There is atmospheric stuff that does happen, but yeah, aircraft though. This is the thing. If you were to just sell cameras, you never know. I'll tell you, try to enlarge it and stuff like that. Sometimes you ain't gonna see the FAA, you know, the pilot, co-pilot, red, green light, stuff like that. So me calling him out on BS, I could be wrong as well. We didn't see a good time lapse. We didn't see the full video of this, but it looked like a solid white light UFO, UAP type thing that's blinking in and out. So me calling out him on BS is, I can't actually say that, but yeah, stars don't do that. Stars do not do that, and planets don't. I mean, there's some atmospheric stuff where it can look like it's blinking though, a bit, but yeah, that's not right. But that's the rise belt. Yeah, like right there, it's blinking a little bit. Could be atmosphere. So you calling out his bullshit. I have to call. Yeah, I have to correct myself because there is atmosphere stuff that's gonna look like it's blinking a bit. So Listen, I have to correct myself. I have to correct myself. Because if I don't, I'm just a liar and a piece of shit, really. I have to say when he's right, when he's right. And I have to call out somebody when I think that they're wrong or they are wrong or whatever. I need to correct myself. Because I'm not going to be out here and just lie out like kazoo and everything about everything, you know? I'm not going to do that. You know, whether that one thing was a star that we looked back on or not, that blinked it out, could be. He was looking at Orion's belt, constellation where these gods, you know, Greek gods come from. In Greece, you know, Orion, you got Hercules and stuff like that, you know, stuff of Greek gods and everything. Going way back in history and everything. This is the thing with poor camera work and using cell phones. Even if it was our re-engineered or UFO, if it was a UFO, because it's so shoddy, because it's so messy, and to tell you truthfully, UFOs do have propulsion lighting like this. Re-engineered craft we have has propulsion lighting like this. They have the four sources, or have one in the middle, and have one here and there, triangular, right? It does look like, yeah, red. I mean, this is the madness of drones in airplanes, stuff like that. Uh, these days, it's harder to know what is what because right. Yeah. The thing is, what's not being reported on this site from Business Insider and some other news, what they're not, the truth they're not telling the people is about the hundreds of so-called drones that cannot be tracked, that even politicians are saying that they cannot be tracked. They didn't have an identifier, tracking and stuff like that. And they're using propulsion that wasn't civilian. They didn't have thermal, you know, they couldn't pick them up on thermal scanning, tracking either. There being no heat, exhaust, stuff like that, no trails or anything like that. So, I mean, he's not talking about that. They're not putting the truth on here about that. And that's what really, you know, gets me pissed off, and I think anybody that knows the truth like me, thank God there's a lot more people that aren't dumb and idiot enough to believe these stupid science and these people. And people need to educate themselves on what is a drone, FAA lighting on aircraft and stuff like that. And need to educate themselves, on stars, the planets, because even military people could get, misidentify stuff. So, I mean, that happens, especially with Venus and sometimes Mars, there's Jupiter and stuff like that. And people really need to train themselves. If you do ground school, if you do aviation classes, like I've done stuff like that, you have to be schooled. And you have to be taught the lighting of, the red, green light, pilot, co-pilot, positioning and stuff like that. So it's just, you have to go through that. That looks like a Star Wars weapon drone thing, don't it? This is the thing that doesn't make him qualified as an expert. You're not qualified, you're not an expert if you're not putting out the news, the reality, that hundreds of these so-called drones were not drones, they were government psyop. These were aircraft that would hypersonic speeds, supersonic, hypersonic speeds. They had could not be picked up on thermal scans. And they could not be tracked, but he's putting out lies and misinformation, as well as Business Insider here. Don't trust mainstream news. Do not trust any of them. They're going to put out, they're going to say, we have experts. They're not experts, but deceivers as well. They're going to lie to you and spin their narrative, their story. They're not going to put out the facts. They're not. They're going to lie to you, put out misinformation. About this psyop. And it's about creating laws that's going to hurt civilian use of drones. When we have a right, to fly drones in film areas and stuff like that, and also keep government in check and everything. So that's what this is all about. Why have drone numbers gone down? Because the psyop worked. It worked. That's why it's gone down. There's still UFOs, UAP being seen. But it's gone down because this stupid campaign worked. So they did this to limit, civilian use and everything, and that's a huge problem. Let's see here. Yeah. The fact that 30% of the sightings are unknown objects proves the government also can't tell a plane. It's UFO, not UAP, dummy. Oh, God. Anyways, no. Anyways, it's bull. I just had to say that. I had to be sarcastic. Well, it's not there a little bit, but. Right. Let's see here. Right. I believe 60% of the videos are simply plays. But this guy is trying to convince you all are plays. All he could do that. But I've seen almost every single video of these objects. And most I say that that's a plane, you idiot. But he did mention the videos people actually caught government drones on film along with some questionable drones and some questionable objects. This video covered only videos that look like planes. And he's right. But only with the videos shown in this video. He believes this guy paid to make this video to keep everyone calm again. It's bullshit, really. He forgot to mention swamp gas. Yes, he did. Why are idiots just using UAP? The government changes the acronyms all the time. So people don't know or investigate UFOs, ETs. They've changed it around a few times already. Been caught doing that. So people are dumb enough to use UAP to make themselves sound credible, to make themselves sound smart when they're not, is crazy to me. But anyways. Honestly, it's both ways. But they aren't all orange. Let's see. The orange orbs, let's see. The orange orbs are a worldwide phenomenon and do not fit any of these descriptions. My brother saw 24 of them over a 20-minute period. Videos posted on my page. Alright. Let's see. I mean, this is the thing. The news is going to lie. They're going to try to spin it. They're going to put out misinformation on what is happening. They're in league with the government. They get paid by government. You know, the CIA, FBI, has their little fingers in on this stuff. You know, on what can be said, not be said. You have NGOs, non-government organizations that pay these sites to spin a story narrative and to put out false information to people and everything. And UFOs aren't always orange. They come in different colors, shapes, crazy looking ones as well. So don't trust him. So yeah. It's not strange, yeah, propaganda narratives. Yeah. Oh, God. There we have that there. And let me see. I wonder what's going on with this. Yeah, I knocked. This was earlier. If I know that, I need to watch what I click on. It's just I'm so far behind. I just clicked on. I thought this is a real news site. Lux is not. This is not the mainstream news site I was supposed to go into. I'll get rid of that crap. Jesus Christ. This is cool. I don't mind that. But that idiot got cut. Oh my god. Anyways. I want to see if there's anything new here. Let's see. That was 4 hours ago. JLR always has up-to-date stuff. That's 3 hours. Due to an incident. The guy with chickens went crazy. South Carolina governor. So one guy went apeshit. He got disgruntled, and he said, "I got a bomb" and stuff like that. Chicken's gone wild, pretty much. Instead of girls gone wild, it's chicken's gone wild. What's up with that rig? Is that part of this? Sledding? I wish I could go out sledding in the snow a little bit. It's good that the bobsledders are out investigating this. I think it's very important, you know. Get those snow machines out, get this investigated. Yes. Okay, so we just this. Is there anything else here? Did he had a plane crash earlier? And he had that guy go off on New Year's Day, New Year's morning. This is crazy. Crazy, crazy people, man. Where is it? Always something crazy happening. Yeah. Guy that has Alzheimer's dementia just should not be in office. He never should have been in there. Never. Collapse. That's crazy. That's over. Got pulled over or something like that. Let's go here. what happened in New Orleans was very preventable. They didn't have those guard poles up, those cement poles up there. That's criminal negligence on New Orleans. They're negligent in that. They do. They have to have that red, green, yellow designation, yeah. Right. Toxic chemicals, radioactive, explosive. It's all about the Waffle House. You don't get right waffles, people go ballistic. No wonder this shit happened. It's the Waffle House. So I went crazy. I'm telling you. Waffle House confirmed. Right there, everybody. That's it. Okay. Yeah, what's the reason? Alright. Poor people are stuck like that. Yeah. Because it could blow up on them. What's that? Truck already open. Let's see the vehicle here. Did that guy get out of his truck ever? Yeah, we got people on their sleds, I know. Comments are turned off. How nice. Right. Well, I think that's... I think next... $2. There's a white horse on the road? It's a Waffle House. Somebody didn't get their waffle order right or something. They didn't get the waffle they wanted. Waffles. They just want their waffles. It's just waffles. Who doesn't want waffle? Let's go. This is 18. This is more recent right here. All that taxpayer money for nothing. Gee, I wonder why a dumbass. get an ass kicking in jail or something. Big swift kick in the ass. Idiots. How the fuck do you get a job? The idiot. Huh? So, what you're saying is that the cop had pulled him over, we wouldn't have this situation? I... Waffle House! Is that golf? You can get waffles. My God, I need to have to go there. I need to have to go there sometime. You got a Waffle House, you got a golf course. That's a win-win situation right there, everybody. Amen to that. That's America right there. Waffles and golf in one place. It's Marrakesh. A suspicious package. So that guy didn't have a license plate, that's the reason? Why is he in custody then? Well, you said he had a ball. Wait, did you say he had a ball? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So just look, if the cop had pulled the guy over, people have been able to get their waffles and their golfing done. No, I just try to make funny. I just try to make funny. That's all. Um, anyways. Oh, God. Be right back. Go over this thing here. Be right back. I don't understand where where did I put it? This is it. That's it. want to get into this X-Biz thing. Let's see. Tallahassee, Florida Attorney General. A lot has to go on this Supreme Court thing. Alright, so the thing is, like I said before, with happening with the age verification, how I fought against it because it isn't about protecting kids from these adult video sites, porn sites. This is about really bleeding Pornhub and other sites dry by taxing the adult video sites. Every time they click on it, you put your ID in and everything like that. Each time it clicks on that, this tax is taken out on adult video sites. Not only that, but it creates a profile on you and everybody else of what they watch. So everything that you see on there, law enforcement, everyone else watches that as well. Now, it'd be fine if, say, like I said, I felt like adult industry and stuff needs to regulate itself more and stuff and have this ID thing, where you have to put an ID, let them regulate themselves. But the way that they have it in these states with adult video, porn and stuff like that, is that they want to create a database that's criminalizing the people pretty much that watch porn. Is what it's doing, is criminalizing them and everything like that. And not only that, but the fees, every time that anybody uses these adult sites is bleeding them dry, taking money out of these adult sites. Okay? They know this. This isn't about protecting children whatsoever. It's about getting rid of porn, which is constitutionally protected under the First Amendment, free speech. Because porn was around when we created the Constitution. It's been around forever. But you have religious zealots, pieces of trash, trying to, they're saying that it's about kids, protecting kids. It's not. They're taxing. And every time they go on these sites, you click on it, it bleeds them dry out of money. So, anyways. Tallahassee, Florida. This is from Free Speech Coalition. They're not about free speech exactly, but they're more for the for the adult industry, stuff like that. Free sex. They should call themselves Free Sex Coalition, pretty much, as a right. But anyways, Tallahassee, Florida. Attorney General Ashley Moody has filed a motion asking a federal court to halt the Free Speech Coalition lawsuit. That she would. Lawsuit alleging House Bill 3, the state's age verification law, pending the Supreme Court's ruling in the Free Speech Coalition-led challenge to Texas, which, by the way, they said was unconstitutional. I believe that state. No, it isn't. It isn't that one. Was it this one? Different states have said it's unconstitutional because it's not about age verification. This is all a scam in which they add this taxation on people on the adult video sites. They have to pay up each time a person clicks on these adult video sites, and it bleeds them dry out of money. This is all bullshit by these bitches. I hate them. I have no respect for these people whatsoever. I have nothing but hate for these people because they're lying out their asses about the whole thing about this. None. Verification law. The motion requests that United States District Court for Northern District of Florida stay the lawsuit while still allowing House Bill 3 to take effect January. I bet you would. So it's like, let's see, United States District Court, Northern District of Florida, stay the lawsuit. So what they want to do is not let Free Speech Coalition, pretty much stop the age verification. They want them to keep it going and bleed them dry. And this has nothing to do with protecting kids whatsoever. If it's about protecting kids, then you'd have just the verification, but you wouldn't have the criminalization of creating profiles on people, what they watch. You wouldn't tax the adult video sites each time a person clicks onto these sites. It creates a fee where they, so it's costing adult video sites tens of millions of dollars or more with these clicks. It's bleeding them dry. January 1st, so let's see. Let's see, the lawsuit still has to take effect January 1st, nor would a stay which would permit House Bill 3 to go into effect. So they got Texas, they got all these. The reason why they blocked access, in truth, is because of that taxation. It's not about minors, stuff like that. Let us see here. Let's see here. Oh, 125. Okay. Online protections for minors requiring social media platforms to prohibit certain minors from creating new accounts, requiring social media platforms to terminate certain accounts, and provide additional options for termination of such accounts, providing conditions under which social media platforms are required to prohibit certain minors from entering into contracts to become account holders authorized. That's not the full. That's only part of it. This is only a small part. Authorizing part of legal affairs to be actions under Florida Deceptive Unfair Trade Practices Act. And to be honest, I don't think children, I don't believe kids should be, I believe that's up to the parents on, Twitter and Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that. I think that should be up to the parent and stuff like that. This does not go into, yeah, for a civil investigator to ask. This is not it. minors 14 year age breach of contact. They never work. How is this? Oh, I see. Account holders. Oh, okay. Well, it's consent, right? This doesn't go into the adult size. So expect to all accounts belong to minors under 14. Those accounts belong to minors. Parents guards have not provided consent. The bill requires regulated social media platforms to terminate them. And also, the bill requires regulated social media platforms to terminate them, which is really against freedom of speech. Because, I mean, kids should be able to, but not the adult content, of course. So you have something happening against free speech and stuff. Hold on just a second. Where is the... Oh. That doesn't go over. Let me see. I like to hear other people's opinions about some of the other parts of this, because is it going over? Let's see. So it requires, like, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram to terminate those the accounts, those other, which I want both sides on that. It's kind of stupid. I mean, they say it's for kids and stuff like that, and I see both sides of it. I'm not on one side either way. Let's see here. The bill also requires regulated commercial entities that knowingly and intentionally publish or distribute material harmful to minors on a website or application to prohibit access to such material by any person younger than 18 of age. If their website application contains a substantial portion of material that is harmful to minors, such as commercial entities must verify using their anonymous or standard age verification method that the age of a person attempting to access the material harmful to minors satisfies the bill's requirements. If an anonymous age verification method is used, the verification must be conducted by a non-governmental independent third party. Okay, so that's good. Third party was recognized under laws of the state. Of the U.S. Any information used to verify age must be deleted once the age is verified. That's good. So let's. For his knowingly recklessly violates bills requires such enforcement under Florida deceptive law. This actually sounds pretty good. It doesn't sound. Let's go over right here. Okay, so let's go over why they're doing here. Adult industry attorney at First Amendment, Corey D. Silverstein. He filed an advocacy brief on behalf of Electronic Frontier. Wow. Okay. Adam Woodhull, Freedom Foundation, Texas Case Free Speech Coalition, Intel versus Paxton, XBiz, that granting the motion would amount to weaponizing Freedom of Speech Coalition lawsuit against adult sites operating in Florida by allowing the state to penalize them without due process. Silverstein said the Attorney General is trying to take advantage of the situation. The appropriate thing here would be for the parties to grant a temporary injunction against House Bill 3, as well as staying the lawsuit until such time as the Supreme Court issues its Texas decision. She wants to have her cake and eat it too. So I think it isn't these states. What doesn't go on, is that there is a tax that when you click on these adult video sites. I'm not talking about Twitter, X, or Facebook or Instagram. When you go on there, there is a tax when you click on them and stuff, a fee. And that's where the age verification scam comes into play, and where it's not about age verification, etc. Though Florida, from what I just read, I don't have really a problem with that. If it deletes it, but it doesn't delete it, it definitely doesn't, because you have to have that there. You have to have that there in a database. And they do create profiles on you, these places, with law enforcement. You got Texas, you got all these different. Let's go back here. Let's see. Let's see. I forgot what I was going to type with age verification and stuff like that. I went over this, been over this before. That was 12 hours, so you got well, that's bad. So it'll let me click on. So, more than a third of the U.S. states have now introduced restrictions for adult content blocking access to popular pornographic websites such as Pornhub. From January 1st, 2025, there are 17 states with restrictions in place after Florida, South Carolina, Tennessee became the latest to enforce over 18 verification laws. Let me see. There's only so many tabs I could have. If I went over, I had it on here before I deleted. Let's see. This takes me to, I can't find it on here. Is this, oh, this is Yahoo. This is a Google. Let's see. I can't find it on Yahoo. Of course, they have, all these they have sponsored links on here. But anyways, that's pretty much, let's see. Got to process. Let's see until such time. Let's see. But I mean, that's the thing, is that as to taxation, not taxation, but there are fees in having, in having in privacy and stuff like that. And this is what they don't want people to know about as well, is that there is a tax on these sites when you click on these things. Is that there is a fee that these adult sites have to pay up each and every time you click on it. This is one of my videos, I went over this, stuff like that, and it had the link on there. Now it's mysteriously gone. But is that in privacy or anything else? You should have verification. Make it just for 18, you should. But when they go into people's data and see what they're watching, stuff like that, and when you have that fee, the taxation fees and everything, and it bleeds the adult sites out of money, that's why they have to also shut it down. This isn't about protecting minors. This is about, getting rid of porn, as a First Amendment right that people have. Our Constitution, just as in other states that have passed these laws, as are existing case precedent of these laws are unconstitutional. But they need to give better reasons why it is, like I am. Let's see. So, Moody is one of several state attorneys general advocates. Paxton, her oral arguments for January 15. I like to go more in depth with stuff like this, and I have a lot of different Let's see. So that's the Supreme Court of Texas and stuff like that. But it's really an attack on the adult, video industry. It's not about protecting minors. If it was, this is something I'm definitely on board with and everything. Let's see. There's Germany. It's happening to you. It's happening in these westernized countries as well. The crazy thing is, China just allowed OnlyFans on there, which says a lot about the Western countries. It's supposed to be the opposite, but Europe used to be, the place for freedom of thought and expression and everything else. And moving closer, Germany's moving closer. They play rules for financial institutions from providing payment services to adult sites deemed to have inadequate age verification systems, and would also make it easier for the government to target websites mirroring content such sites. The thing is, like I keep going back to, is that these sites, have fees when you click on them. So that's why they have to close them down and everything else. And then there are some sites that shouldn't be there. There are some adult sites that shouldn't be there as well. Let's see, let's go with this. Earlier this month, the heads of government and German federal states agreed on proposed amendments to Germany's interstate treaty on protection of human dignity and minors broadcasting, which is like religious groups and stuff like that. Initially approved by heads of government in March before being sent to the government state parliaments for ratification. Human dignity, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? As XBiz reported back in 2023, Germany's Broadcast Commission of the federal states proposed. This is happening across the UK, France, all these other countries as well. So, as XBiz reported 2023, Germany's Broadcasting Commission of federal states proposed amendments with the stated aim of protecting minors. That proposal came to relentless campaign against adult sites. Head of State Media Authority of North Rhine-Westphalia, Tobias Schmid, anti-porn crusader, who's in religious people organizations as well. Efforts result in network blocks to other sites like X-Hamster, Pornhub. At the same time, German legal experts questioned whether German media regulators have the authority to regulate foreign adult sites. Different sides to that. The amendments would also pose sweeping new rules requiring content filtering at the operating system level based on age labeling by websites and apps. Sites and apps that do not institute mandated labels would automatically be blocked when filtering is enabled. Major tech companies, including Microsoft and Google, are decreeing these unprecedented. Yeah, because they can't do that all the time. They don't have the technology, and everybody, politicians, have their own ideas of what's supposed to be filtered versus Google, Microsoft, Yahoo, and other search engines and stuff like that. People have their own definitions of what should be blocked and what should be blocked. And it becomes a free speech issue and stuff like that for every country involved in this, in every state as well in these countries. Precedent is practical, unfeasible, incompatible with European Union laws, which could be a lot different than the U.S. and the United States. German tech news site Heiss Online has called for the European Commission to intervene. German adult industry attorney Marco Dori called the amendments a huge attack on the adult entertainment industry. Let's see here. German lawmakers have lost all sense of proportion, while the operating system level filtering aspects of the amendments are facing sharp criticism from influential stakeholders. It is unclear whether successful resistance to those provisions would also block implementation of the payment and content mirroring rules specifically targeting adult sites. So, let me see, what's that right there? Now, I like to get what other people think about this stuff as well. A lot of us that have been in the adult industry and stuff like that, all of us, you always want minors protected, you want kids protected and stuff like that. You do? But there is this scam going on when they have these hidden fees involved, where each time you click on these sites, there is a fee where adult video sites have to pay, taxes on this stuff, and it leaves them trying to have to shut stuff down. If it was just about protecting minors, there would be a fight against this. There would be a fight also where government, law enforcement also could go through people's computers, could go through all people's data and everything like that and see what they are seeing and everything. And you see how the gaming industry has their own governing body of where they place stuff, and they govern themselves. But it had to be much more radicalized with, the adult video industry, where, there'd be that privacy, and you'd have to make sure the person's 18 with an ID and everything like that. That's what I'm for, people had to prove they're 18. I'm for that, definitely. I'm not for law enforcement, government, being involved in that. I'm not for that in any way, because they are corrupt. No matter what government or law enforcement is involved, this is really about censorship and really getting rid of, porn, which is entertainment. It's entertainment, it is a freedom of creation, of creating this stuff and really get rid of it. When, talking about the U.S., as I said over and over again, porn was around even way before the Constitution was ever made, thousands of years ago. You know, they had it in literature, they had it in books, you know, they had drawings of it. And the founders never ever said, you know, freedom of speech, you know, with the exception of, you know, pornographic material. They never did that. They never said with the exception of any other type of speech either. So you have different groups, you have Democrats and Republicans, which I hate both sides. I hate all different sides. I hate all politicians equally. How they want to censor people's speech, what they can cannot say, and with his misinformation, you know, hateful or etc. And you know, the founders foresaw a time as well when, you know, government would try to do stuff like this. And that goes into different subject matter and stuff like this. I would say for a different time. But it's like there needs to be age verification without government law enforcement, you know, being involved with that. Maybe a third party, a third group, and to enforce this. I kept on saying, you know, when I used to be on XBiz forums, and I was wrongfully kicked out by XBiz, so I hate XBiz. I hate them motherfuckers with a passion. But anyways, I said that they should have their own governing body where they can regulate themselves and have, you know, proof of ID, you know, age verification that they're 18 plus and stuff like that for all these sites. Pornhub already has that. Pornhub already has that. But people already ask, you know, can we trust, you know, adult video? We can't trust, you know, people are saying we can't trust the adult video sites, we can't trust government either. And that's going to lead people saying we need a third party involved. Who can trust a third party? Etc., etc., etc. But third party would be more independent. It'd be independent, stuff like that. So, anyways, I want to hear whatever people have to say, what they think on this as well. Because kids do need protection. They definitely need it. I'm sure DeVille's talked a lot about other and all stars have talked about this as well. But I think they'll do it with this. I might play some Star Wars. I don't know. I'd have to do. Tell me what you think, everybody. I want to hear everybody's different input on this. Is that if this is about age verification, like I keep saying, it's something that we could all be for, you know, protecting kids. But there's a scam with this, where there's these fees and taxation, where each time you click on it, there's a tax and a fee for that. So, anyways, that'll be all for this. Take care, everyone. Like what I said, leave a like, leave a comment. I'll be back in a little. May play some Stars Battlefront 2. I don't know. Peace.